Hello guys, Zagatek FX again. In this tutorial I'm going to do a little highlight on talk about how two different strategy in Agimat trading system which you can use in 4 hours time frame, which is kind of good, you know. And the strategy is more like let me call it the strategy is more like 20 to 40 pips profit. You are off. Don't just hold for long. You said you take profits 20 to 40 pips away. Stop loss, close. It's not a squeeze take profit stop loss, but it should be moderate stop loss and a 30 that's between 20 or let's say 10 to 40 or 50 take profits. So between these two range of pips of take profits, you choose the one suitable for you depending on the market condition and market movement. Now, without further ado, you are seeing the chart of Agimat trading system. And remember, in my classic indicator, I talked about how you can use this system to confirm your entry. You understand, guys? So Agimat gave a buy signal here, B super signal. You can pick a trade when you see such thing on 4 hours time frame, and you can take a profit. But with this confirmation, a buy signal, but it's still on sale. This one is still on sale. You can hold and say no. This signal is good. It may repent. Let me hang on and wait for this to give me a cool entry. Reason is this: if this indicator repents, let me show you guys something. If this indicator repents, if this system below this Fisher and this FS Garnick's secret confirmation repents, it's going to give you. How do I see that? It's going to change that color for you. For example, now this is a downtrend, right? And we still have uptrend here. If you watch this, it is a uptrend. It came down again, uptrend. This is supposed to be giving you up, down, and this one's supposed to be turning blue, white, green, white, and so other things. You understand? Now it gave you a clean uptrend here, which shows a little clean uptrend here, which is 1, 2, 3 bars, which is this 1, 2, 3 bars. These bars you see here before it crosses again on this using moving average. So let me switch back to 4 hours time frame. Let me teach what I have to teach you guys for here. This is another strategy of using Agimat in 4 hours time frame. If you want to scalp it or if you want to trade with it, using a moving average of 40 and 7. I expect you guys to play around with numbers. So let me give you a quick entry of this. You can run it. You can test run it this strategy on your strategy testing system or MT4. Test run it and see how it runs. And remember, guys, I forgot to tell you guys something. Most indicator programmed around the world you see is combination of moving average, stochastic, RSI, numbers, because forex is all about numbers. So let me not bore you guys on this tutorial. First of all, I call this 20 to 40 or 20 to 50 moving TP strategy. That's what I call it myself. I don't know whatever you can, maybe we can call it any other thing. So this is one of the strategy I've been using earlier before, but it takes a while, it takes a long time for you to catch up this kind of trend. You can use it in other time frames and change some parameters. You can get what you want, but this one is for 4 hours time frame, which is good for entry. Now let's take a look now. 40 to what? 20 to 40 or 10 to 40 or 50 pips profit. Stop loss, little close. Now let's take a look. Let me start from the beginning and show you guys. Now this is a crossover. Remember, this red one is moving average of 40, which is smooth. This one is a moving average of what? Moving average of 7, which is smooth. Now let's say you have a crossover here. You see that crossover here, which should be in this candlestick here. The candlestick closes. You went short. Maybe you went short on this trend line. From here, it is 4 hours time frame. From here to here, this is almost 30 pips. Remember, I said 10 to what? 40 pips or 50 pips profit. The trend is still moving down. This is 55 pips. So if you pick a trade here and set your TP from this spot to this spot, it's 20 pips also profit with a good scalping, good lot size if you have good capital like 0.1. Now let's come back again, a crossover, guys, and the confirmation you have here is this sell and this one too. Now, and with your future prediction, another scalping method, this 7, which is blue, crosses over the red. I've not started talking about this Agimat indicator we can use to confirm this share, but you have to use your eyes and understand what I'm talking about, the entry and exit of it, because I've talked about it in classic indicator. I'm just giving you guys another strategy you can use with Agimat within this using this moving average and these other confirmations. So let's continue. From here, a crossover occurred, and this crossover should be this candle here. It closes and you pick a trade from this place, maybe you went back and retraced up again from this spot, you can take your profit 40 pips. You see where it ended, 75 pips. So if you place a trade from this spot, and pick profit, these are 40 pips. Remember, I said again, tend to do what? 50 or 40 pips profit strategy. Now, the first one, I've talked before about the first one, a crossover, you pick a trade from here. Take profits should be here. Second one, you pick a trade from here. Maybe this one, crossover here, closes. You pick a trade from here. TP may be here or here. Third one, a crossover from this spot again. You see the crossover? A complete crossover from this spot. Maybe from here, you picked a trade from here and took profit from here. If you measure all these things here, I'm showing you guys, man, it's a good cash, guys. It's a good cash. Now, if you look at this spot, you can take your TP all along for this spot I just spotted out. This red yellow arrow I just spotted out using this strategy of 40 moving average and 7 moving average. For example, here, see a crossover again. It occurs many times, guys. You can use it in lower time frame. I understand what I'm trying to say. Even if you check 15 minutes time frame, guys, you see that? Did you see it occurs every time? You can use it to scalp. It occurs every time. It occurs, guys. It occurs like this crossover, short pips, crossover, short pip, crossover. You pick short pip, cross, as in it occurs every time. So, guys, you need to use it to scalp the market and take your profit. Understand? So let me go switch back to 4 hours time frame. If you want to understand, if you want to learn this strategy. Now, let's continue. Let me show you opportunities now. Even if you want to scalp this now, enter. This confirm sell, this confirm sells. Even if you sell and take your profit, you are good to go. Don't just take everything in the market. You can take everything in the market if you are good at that. Now, see another short crossover again. This crossover gave you a buy trend, but here is a green, 4 hours. If a short pip in 4 hours can give you profit. For example, now you pick the trade on this spot here now and say you want to take profit here. This from this short pips you see here now is 32 pips. That's why the how do I put it? The higher the time frame, the quicker the pips you see. If they have high movement, you see pips. But the lower the time frame, if you place a trade, you can see the pips as a space. Then before the market shift to cross the pips and cross the spread. Sorry, the spread there before you get there. But the higher time frame, the quicker you see the pips move faster. As in, the quicker you see the pips, maybe someone will tell you mix 30 pips in 4 hours time frame. The 30 pips he said should be from here to here. See that? See from where I measured now, just more 27. 30 pips just from this small area. So 100 pips maybe from this spot. See 100 pips is just from this spot to this spot using 4 hours time frame. And the candlestick may take for like the whole day to hit your TP. So let's keep on. Let's check it on a crossover here from this spot. 40 pips. You see that? Scalping. I'm talking about high. Now from here, see a sell, confirm, a sell, confirm. From here, you pick it because for this conversion, you see a white. You continue seeing white. Because I'm just giving you guys instance because you keep seeing red, one red. For example, let me go for the beginning. You see that? A white and a red, which means you have a lower high, lower low, higher high, lower low, lower high, higher high. You still have another higher high if you continue to drop, because this is going to continue to drop down because it's still going to test another resistance. It's still going to test this. Sorry, it's still going to test another support. Let me shrink it. Yeah, it's still going down. This will be tested. This thing you see here will be tested. This here will be tested. This area will be tested also. It has tested. It is going down to test this one. It may test this one and go up, come down again because you see this future prediction. So it's going down a little. It will test that, go up, come back to test this one again, or may go up and come back to test this area later again. So you need to be watchful, guys. It has come to this spot, I tested this, all this area tested, this one tested. You see that? Broke this one, tested this one, so it's still going down. But next week we need to know where each area is being tested. And secondly, again, what you need to know, guys, every space in weekends, every space in weekend will be covered. It's either it's covered with news spike, or it's covered with short movement. Maybe you see it in a weekend, by Friday now or Monday you see a big jump, or maybe a big jump from here, a big jump from upward. So if you see a big jump from here to here, people make good profit on that. Maybe when the market was trying to close and they catch up the direction, they place a trade here. By next week it's going to jump from here to here, and they will be in profit. When they open the trade, they will be in good profit. They can close it up and get out. People trade jumping strategy. something like that. Jump a weekend jump every Friday. They place trades in any search for trades that is going to jump, and find a good analysis and place a trade there. When the time comes, you just jump and they be in profit. Now this is going to test this area. So back to what I was teaching you guys. Area again, another buy trend. Okay, this is all totally buy trend on 40 moving average. Buy crosses over here, you place your trade, you hold for an hour, a spike here 27 pips or 30 pips. All these are candlestick and wait for a days to get that. Now see another movement, a crossover here. It should be this candle here. You pick the trade from here, maybe middle of this candle, you drop down to this spot 20 or 30 pips, you're out of trade. High scalping. Another strategy again. With this, you confirm with this first, so don't just see this and pick a trade. You confirm with this also. A crossover of buy. It has been ranging this pattern, turn gray. You hold on. A green, a crossover here. This should be a crossover candle. You maybe pick a trade in the middle of this candle, and up this spot is 30 pips. Remember my strategy, 10 to what? 40 pips strategy. You pick any of the pips you want to pick at, depending on the market condition you are seeing, and depending on the pair you are trading, guys. So I recommend you guys using what? An ECM broker. And because of what? Spread. Now see another crossover again, ranging from 4 hours. You hold maybe 40 pips. So it occurs every time. The drawdown of this strategy will give you 85 to 100. That is 85% profit. Maybe some losses, because some losses you may be so this small movement here, or this kind of short spike that you think is going to cross. Allow it to cross first. Check it, check the down, check it up confirmations, allow it to cross before you pick a trade. Coming to this spot again, uptrend, check it to cross before you pick a trade. The same thing there, where you can have a drawdown of some losses is kind of this squeeze here, maybe a cross, it went up again before it drops down. But if you can hang on and hold on to your trade, before confirming that, for example, let's take a look like this now. A crossover of here went up again. Looking at this now, you see a white is still on sell, but this is a buy signal, but still on what? On sell trend. So if these two things repent now, this is supposed to turn what? Green, sorry, as a buy. It's supposed to turn green as a buy, total green as a buy. But I'll just give you one strategy inside Agimat Trading. Now let's switch back to Agimat and talk about it on 4 hours time frame. Sometimes people say Agimat repents, but I've not seen that, but because I use it on my VPS. A big super signal, a buy trend came up here as a buy trend. This doesn't confirm it. This is another way you can use to enter a trade and hold for a really long swing trade, depending on your strat, depending on the way you want to do it. This has been maybe repenting from one market maker trend zone, which I thought I lectured on for my video. This market maker trend zone began to repent and get the full confirmation here with this Agimat, but this did not confirm it. You see red. This is a buy trend. If this is a buy trend and this repents, this place is supposed to start turning green immediately, instantly green. But the green stuff occurred here on the FGN secret confirmation, started going up trend here, whereas the Fisher is reducing from lower bar, where then the full confirmation turned pure words from this crossover of this area where you pick a trade. So you can use this Agimat with this strategy to confirm your entry. See that crossover again, where everything turns sell, you hold. You see this confirmation, this is still red, this is still green, you hold. A crossover, red, green, you pick a trade. A sell, a crossover here, still red, you pick a trade. A buy signal is still red, it's still gray, you sell. From it turns green, you wait. This one is still under red, small gallivanting around. From here, you pick a trade. You saw this one high, you saw this another higher, you pick a trade, you can close your profit at any market maker trend zone. So this strategy works very well, which is being tested. So if you want to use this strategy, always add it up and add other new things you need to understand. I've given you 3 things now. I've talked about how you can scalp with this normal, only this thing and confirmation of this. Secondly, Agimat with this system, also with this confirmation of these 2 indicators and other ones. So you guys will find, I know many of you have a lot of indicators in their system, but they are finding it difficult to test all of them. They only want something that doesn't repent. They keep looking at it. If you keep looking for something that doesn't repent for complete 1 month or 2 months, you won't be doing anything in the forex market. So take your time, sit down, hang out, and maybe you don't want to trade for a week. Sit down, get things, analyze yourself, combine them together, backtest it in your system, because you have a testing strategy here. where you can, you know, test run any indicator you have. You can put them here. See if you know tactics, you can test run them. Properties, you can set them out, confirm every indicator, set anything you want to sell, buy, sell, signal, other things, you take them out. You can test indicators, you can test your EA here, expert indicators. This is Tarot's indicator. You can choose any indicator you want to test around. It will give you all the indicators you have here. You can test run them. You know, after testing, you can see their profits, see their drawdowns, and so on and so forth. You can go to the back. You can switch back to your former, you know, maybe last month or 2 months, January 1790. You can switch to, you know, early. You can switch to early stage, maybe 2018, and you know, maybe you want to start from January or February 2, and test run it. You click start, and it will go to test run this FS trader for you and give you every detail it has. So I don't have to do that now. I think I have to stop this. Okay, now I've shown you guys how you can test run and run your test of any indicator you buy. Maybe you have an indicator that gives buy and sell signal. You copy it to your testers strategy here and apply those things. Set up your properties and other things and click start. It's going to run for you. It's going to see in your screen. It's going to run for you. So I'm not going to do that. I've closed that because this is going to harm my system. I have other system that I used to do that. So I've talked a lot, and this is normal, like similar things for other. I have other, and the only thing I changed here by adding these 2 indicators with this moving average here, because in the former classic indicator I added some 7 other moving average. This here added for this moving average 2 for another trading strategy. You can use this trading strategy to trade other pairs. And the secret about it, you can also try this system on MT5. You know what I'm talking about, volatility indices. And remember, volatility indices doesn't have a new spike, something like this. You don't have this kind of new spike in. They like to hit some people's stop loss. For example, let's see this one. You trigger to hit people's stop loss, came down again, and he tried again here, hit some people's stop loss, and began to go uptrend. So it doesn't happen in volatility indices and other kind of trading strategy, other kind of volatility indices in binary.com. So I think I've touched. There's not much thing to talk about this place. In my former video, I talked about market maker trend zone. Now I've talked about this moving average 7 cross number 40. You pick a trade, you can scalp it. Strategy of 10 to 40 or 50 pips profit with a kind of little squeeze stop loss. For example, you enter a trade here, you put your stop loss here. You scalp again, you enter a trade here, you put your stop loss here. You know, for example, you pick a buy signal here, you put your stop loss here below this trend. You pick a trade, you put your stop loss and take a profit maybe here or any other closed place. Downtrend, you put your take profit in the first market maker trend zone, like this. You close over here, you enter the trade, you pick the take profit here and a stop loss above here. So depending on where you put the stop loss and how you want to scalp in 4 hours time frame. Sorry guys, this is 1 hour time frame. This 4 hours time frame. Switch for 4 hours time frame. So that's how it is. The opportunity occurs every time. You can use this strategy in 15 minutes or 30 minutes time frame, which can give you a nice result. So but definitely it requires for you to sit on the system. Some good programmers or some good system, some good programmers or indicator configurers can program this. Anytime there's a crossover, you get an alert. There's an indicator that does that. So anytime there's a little crossover, you get an alert. It will pop up alert that is a crossover there. So people can can combine this indicator, just these two indicator with 1 or 2 things, volume indicator, and make it work together. Whenever it is a crossover, it brings up an alert for you, and you enter the trade. And there's an indicator that does that also, which is this one, which is this MACD. When you insert this indicator, whenever there is a crossover. Whenever there's a crossover, it pops an alert. How does it work? Let me change this line to a crossover alert for you to see what I'm talking about. Okay, line movement. Okay, good. See that line movement? So from this now here, as you can see this, I don't know what this. I know you can see it from your other end because I'm seeing it in my screen very well. When you see a crossover here, see a crossover here. See that small alert here. See when it breaks this line, because there's a level here of 10, 100, minus 100 and minus 100 with level 0. Whenever it crosses this 100 for uptrend, it gives an up alert. Whenever there's a crossover here, it gives a buy alert, a second buy alert. A sell alert is pink. Whenever there's a cross here, it gives a sell alert. This one also comes in. Whenever it breaks up any of these levels, 100 or 100, it gives up an alert. In a buy trend again, which is this spot again, a crossover with this line, with this crossover, it gives an alert. When it crosses over up above this, when it breaks this 100 here, which you can guys can see here, it gives an alert. This is another good indicator also, but I'm not going to talk about that. If you find it is TMA MACD version 6 Hall TTP moving average. It is 3 in 1. For example, this is the line moving, the line 1. Then let's switch over to the histogram line. The histogram is more like this. It's more like this. You see that? It also gives you the same alerts. The same thing. It's just more like seeing this moving average. It gives alerts maybe a crossover of highest high here. It crosses over and it comes down to other one. We still have another one here. Tape. See how tape works? A line with this. It's a peak, highest peak, a crossover. It gives an alert. The lower peak here, it gives crossover. It gives an alert. So another lower peak again, it gives an alert. But each crossover high here gives you up an alert, and it gives up an alert here when it crosses above this line, crosses above this line, crosses above this place. Let me remove this, guys. I think I lectured on this before. So this is Agimat FX signing off.